Hi, good evening. It's Valerie Milano, the senior editor of the Hollywood Times and Aspiring Magazine. And I'm glad to have our guest here today. And I'm going to let him introduce himself. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Valerie. I'm Jim Tierney. I am Chief Executive Anarchist for Digital Anarchy, and we develop plugins for doing video production type stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to get into talking a little bit about that and a little bit about NAMM.
Yeah.
And so at this point, what does NAMM represent to you as a key player in the audio and video software industry?
Well, what we're seeing is, our software is used a lot for music videos and music productions, often for stage productions as well. And so it's a new show for us. This is the first time that we're doing it as an exhibitor. And we just think that most musicians are, shooting video these days. And that, may just be for YouTube, but it may be, shooting their own music videos, stage performances, stuff like that. And so we think it's kind of a way to reach an audience that we don't normally talk to.
Yeah, so since this is Digital Anarchy's first time as that company at NAMM, have you been to NAMM before? And if so, who are you representing?
I've gone just walking the show to just kind of check it out and see if it made sense for us to, be an exhibitor there. Just see what other people were doing, what the vibe of the show was. So, it's always been me there as a Digital Anarchy representative, just as an attendee, just kind of checking the show out.
Okay, so I want to move to like industry trends and technology. If you can talk about AI, how do you see it and the machine learning influencing audio and video production tools in the coming year? Can you talk about that?
Sure. I mean, I think AI is a tricky subject because, often there's a lot of hype about it. And a lot of times the hype doesn't actually meet the reality of what it can actually do. And, you hear people talking about hallucinations, but that's just errors. That just means it's wrong and it's a bug or it's just not right. And, our challenge with doing professional software, people that use it for film, the film industry, television industry, is finding, ways to use AI that is consistently saving time. A lot of times, if it works 30% of the time, that's great for TikTok or like some random video, but it's not great if you're trying to do a professional, you're doing a television series or a feature film or something like that, or a music video. You kind of need the software to do what you want it to do. And if it's not going to do that. So anyway, so our view of AI right now is, we've incorporated it in some of our products, but it is difficult to find ways to get it to really work in a professional environment.
From Digital Anarchy at NAMM, I mean, what can we expect next from Digital Anarchy, and how might the future NAMM events play a role in that journey? Now, you might not be able to talk about that quite yet, and I can get back with you at the end of NAMM, but if you can try to answer that question.
Sure. It's tricky. It's going to be our first time there, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect. We're hoping that there'll be a lot of interest because we're kind of an odd duck. It's like everybody's shooting video and we're kind of the only company there talking about video. But, it may just be like everybody's like, what the hell are you guys doing here? Like,
Same thing too, but
what do you mean you don't sell guitars? What are you doing here? So, we'll see. I mean, I would, if the response is good, then, we have some new products coming out for doing digital skin retouching, for deflickering video. Those are things that get used a lot for music video production. And so, hopefully, we get a good response and people are hanging out at the booth and, we get a better understanding of what musicians want from video. And that hopefully allows us to, tailor future products, to the music industry.
I was thinking, because I am not in that industry, but how does Digital Anarchy balance the needs of the professionals and the hobbyists and developing new new software?
Mostly we just focus on the professionals and the hobbyists, that are serious about it are going to want to use the same software
Yeah.
because it's actually going to solve their problem. It's going to save them time. And, that's exactly what the professionals want. And, if you're just doing, TikTok videos for your friends, you're not going to buy software. But, if you're taking it seriously, if you're actually producing music videos for your band and you're trying to promote yourself and, you're trying to take it up a level, then you're going to want the same things from the software as, the pros do.
And can you talk about where do you see the creative tools industry heading in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh, Lord.
Do you have any idea?
Honestly, no.
No.
I mean, like, we keep doing, we keep, we pay a lot of attention to what our customers want and what they're doing, paying a lot of attention to AI and, like I said, trying to figure out how we build tools for creators that, like allow them to, that save them time versus, a lot of AI stuff. It's like you do it, but then you spend more time fixing it than you do if you'd just done it from scratch. But there are ways that it works really well and it can be a huge time saver. Transcripts are one example of that. Face detection is another example. There are really great uses of AI, and you're going to start seeing AI weaved into the tools that creators use. But I don't really see AI just kind of taking over because I mean, the problem is like you have to prompt it, right? And it often just gets the prompts wrong. And it's gonna, more often than not, it's easier just to create the thing from scratch than wrestle with the AI to get it to do what you really want. So, AI will definitely, continue to be part of the toolbox for creatives, but, I don't, certainly I mean, who knows, in 10 years, who knows, I don't know, but, certainly in the medium term, say 3 years to 5 years, I'm not too worried about creators losing their jobs. I mean, they're gonna have to learn new tools, and that's, they're gonna have to learn the AI tools, but, that's how it went with desktop publishing. That's how it went with the move to desktop video or non-linear video. Change happens, and you gotta roll with it. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you. So, how can our viewers and our readers find you at NAMM? What's your website? How they can find you?
Well, our website's digitalanarchy.com. Our booth is in the Pro Audio Hall D, I think, 14416. And we're going to be doing presentations for the entire show just on different aspects of creating video, whether that's YouTube, whether that's more professional, taking a music video from storyboard to video editing, color correction, stuff like that. So we're going to be having presentations, every day, pretty much all day long. So we have an ad in the show guide that they can take a look for to see exactly what's going on. But you can also go to digitalanarchy.com and all the info's there as well.
Thank you for your time, Jim. I know you're coming down from San Francisco and
Yeah.
safe travels. We're the HollywoodTimes.today is our website, and our YouTube is the Hollywood Times Official. So I'll be looking for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Valerie.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your afternoon.
Yeah,